take my wife off your email list because it's causing us to fight. Now that was the message I got from the head of our customer happiness department the other night as I was putting our boys to sleep. And I was like, what did he just say? And so I read it again, take my wife off your email list because it's causing us to fight. I mean, get this man has sent us an email requesting that we take his wife off of our email list. He doesn't want her to receive our newsletters anymore. And I was like, wow, what do you say to a man like that?
Hey, it's Dishan here from Commitment Triggers. Now, if you've seen some of our videos and read some of our emails and articles, then I'm sure you know what kind of content we produce. And here's the thing, we don't get these requests very often, so it took me a few moments to actually gather my thoughts and figure out how to reply to this man, who was obviously quite frustrated. Part of me wanted to make sure that I didn't cause more pain in this world and seriously considered deleting his wife's email address from our secure database. But then again, there's the other part of me that kept nagging at me. Who is he to ask such a thing without her permission or without working things out with her first? Right? After all, the husband was snooping around in her email inbox, most likely without the wife's permission. So then I realized that maybe the wife finds tremendous value in reading our articles and emails. I mean, maybe it's life-changing for her. After all, we get comments and emails every single day from women all over the world telling us how our work has completely changed their lives. Then I realized that, the core of the issue was not about the wife's email address or whether she was reading our work. The core of the issue was that this man believed that conflict is a bad thing. The husband didn't want to have the conflict and erroneously thinks that if his wife didn't read our work, then there would be no conflict. Unfortunately, I'm here to deliver some bad news for him, because the truth is, if his wife never read another article from us, well, she'll just find other resources to fill that void and challenge the status quo of their relationship. You see, conflict will follow every single one of us, every heartbeat and every step we take. Conflict means that we need to strive for more understanding, more awareness, more compassion, and more appreciation. Because unfortunately, without conflict, there wouldn't be any growth. And without constant growth, we die. Perhaps not straight away, but definitely piece by piece, we die inside. Because conflict is life. Without conflict, there wouldn't be any waves in the ocean, because aren't waves created purely through the conflict between the air and the water? Perhaps your conflict is internal, and to resolve it, it will take a new understanding, a new way of looking at things, a new paradigm. And look, the truth is, the conflict will keep showing up until you have that new understanding, that new awareness, and new paradigm.
See, life will always force us to confront conflicts and put external pressure on us to keep us out of status quo and to keep us growing. If we choose to run away, it will always come back to haunt us. So never run away from personal conflict.
Maybe this man's wife is a regular reader of ours for a good reason. Doesn't everything happen for a reason anyway? What if the conflict is the best thing that could have ever happened to this man and this woman? What if this conflict begins a new discussion between these two people, or a new way of thinking, or a new way of life? What if this conflict is the very thing that will remind this couple why they were passionate about each other in the first place? What if this conflict leads to the couple to appreciate each other at a deeper emotional level? And what if this conflict leads to something much greater that they couldn't even imagine right now? One important decision we all have to make is, what does this conflict really mean? Is this the beginning, or is this the end? Is this punishment, or is this an opportunity for something greater? Is this going to hurt me, or is this going to make me stronger? Is this the universe telling me to take my understanding, my appreciation, and my connection to the next level? What growth would I miss out on if I didn't have this incredible conflict right now in my life? Perhaps you have some conflicts in your life right now that is waiting for you to come up with a better meaning. The conflict is waiting for you to take on that new awareness and that new understanding so that you can have the joy and the fulfillment that comes with taking your life to the next level. So choose to face the conflict and appreciate what it is here to do for you, because conflict is the gift. Oh, P.S. When you're in an intimate relationship with a man, be prepared to have huge conflicts. Now, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm saying this because men and women are hardwired differently. We have massive differences in the way we think, feel, and behave. And I can promise you, you will find yourself with huge conflicts in your intimate relationship until you start to gain the necessary awareness, understanding, and appreciation. So if there's anything I urge you to do, that would be to have crystal clear understanding of men's psychology, their fears and desires, as well as what love, sex, and relationships actually mean to a man. I mean, this is absolutely necessary if you want to create that deep sense of emotional attraction and connection with a man long term. That is what Renee and I are passionate about teaching. You can come on this journey of understanding and learning with us, or do it with other teachers and coaches out there. It doesn't really matter as long as you keep learning, keep growing. Because remember, all conflict comes from a lack of understanding. So take your understanding to the next level. When you take your understanding to the next level, the conflict goes away. All right, that's all from me today. Take good care of yourself, and I hope you have a great day.
There are two distinct traits of women that men routinely fall in love with, regardless of the woman's age. Now, I don't have to tell you that men and women are inherently different. I mean, no shit, Captain Obvious. But listen,